That is such a just lovely top deck, you guys. It's going to trigger 3 times. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game. Today we're back with another Mutate deck. This is JUND Mutate, and one of the most powerful Mutate decks available, I think. I thought Sultai was powerful. JUND brings some meat to the kitchen, though, if you know what I mean. So, as always, we're going to take a look at the deck list, talk about and break down the deck strategy, look at our gameplay footage, kind of discuss the plays while we play, right? Do a couple of sample matches. We have some really good wins and then some really crushing defeats for you guys today. And then, of course, we're closing out with our final thoughts. If this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe and then hit that bell icon so you're notified of all of our future uploads. For everybody else, if you find value within this video, just go ahead and give me a thumbs up, comment if you feel the requirement or the need, the desire to. Anyway, you guys, let's take a look at our deck list. We start out with Umori the Collector. This is our companion. He's a 4/5 for 4. When he is our companion, it means that our whole deck needs to consist of a card type that is singular. In this case, this card type is creatures. And when he enters the battlefield, you choose a card type, and then spells you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. So that's really nice. It's like a reverse ramp. We've been really focusing on Umori this week, so I'm sure you're all familiar with it. Coming up as our first and only 1-drop, though, we have 4 copies of Gilded Goose. This is a 0/2 with flying. When Gilded Goose enters the battlefield, create a food token. You can pay to tap it to create another food token anytime your turn or your opponent's turn, because it is instant speed. And we can also tap it to sacrifice a food and add 1 mana of any color, also at any time that we choose. Moving on to our 2-drops, we have 4 copies of Essence Symbiote. This is a 2/2. Whenever a creature you control mutates, put a 1/1 counter on that creature, and you gain 2 life. That's pretty groovy. Paradise Druid times 3. Paradise Druid has hexproof. As long as it's untapped, we can tap it to add 1 mana of any color. 4 copies of Dreadhorde Butcher, 1/1 with haste. Whenever Dreadhorde Butcher deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, put a 1/1 counter on Dreadhorde Butcher. When Dreadhorde Butcher dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Moving on to our 4-drops, and we've got a lot of them. Skipping our 3-drops, most of our 3-drops come in the form of mutate cost. So Insatiable Hemophage for 4, mutate for 3. It's a 3/3 with Death Touch. Whenever this creature mutates, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of times this creature has mutated. We have 2 copies of Bate Dark Destroyer, aka Dirge Bate, 3/3 flash flying, mutate for 6, so a little bit pricey here. Whenever this creature mutates, destroy target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. It costs so much because it does so much. We have 2 copies of Rankle, Master of Pranks, a 3/3 with flying and haste. Whenever Rankle, Master of Pranks deals combat damage to a player, choose any number. Each player discards a card, each player loses 1 life and draws a card, each player sacrifices a creature, so that's really cool. 2 copies of Destroya, Perfect Lifeform, or Everquill Pheonix. This is a 4/4 with flying. Mutate is also 4, and whenever this creature mutates, create a red artifact creature token named Feather with pay 1, sacrifice Feather, return target Pheonix card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. I kind of like that quite a bit. Moving on, we have Angruous Armored Killer, or Gemrazer, 4/4, reach trample, mutate for 3. Whenever this creature mutates, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls, so that's actually really, really good. Migratory Greathorn times 3, a 3/4, mutate for 3. Whenever this creature mutates, search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. We also have 2 copies, if I can get there, of Beast Whisperer. This is a 2/3, and whenever you cast a creature spell, you get to draw a card, so that's awesome. Of course, we have to have our 4 copies of Auspicious Starrix, a 6/6 for 5, mutate for 6. Whenever this creature mutates, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile X permanent cards, where X is the number of times this creature has mutated. Put those permanent cards into the battlefield. Oh my lord. You guys know how powerful this is if you've been watching our previous videos. If you're interested in any other mutate decks, check out our recent uploads. These spells are accompanied by 1 swamp, 1 mountain, 8 forests, 3 blood crypts, 4 overgrown tombs, 4 stomping grounds, and 2 fabled passages. Sadly, we don't have any triumphs, and we are working on a sideboard where we lose our Essence Symbiote and we sideboard in the Mamba just in case. We are also looking at Chittering Whisperer, I believe, as well. But for now, in this first edition of the deck, that's it. This is the list. It's very powerful. I went on an immediate 4 to 5 win streak out of the gate, so it's pretty powerful, and we're playing in Platinum right now, so we're not really competing against the pros, but it will definitely get you out of the sludge and the drudgery of the masses, right? Because it is weird in Gold and in Platinum. So if you have any questions, be sure to jump in the Discord and field them there. That's the best way to get a hold of me. Let's take a look and talk about the deck strategy. Again, it's similar to most of our other Mutate decks when we just try to flex our Auspicious Starrix out onto a Paradise Druid, and that is just going to play our whole deck, and we should just be able to win the game that way. However, we have some really unique interactions within this deck in the form of Dreadhorde Butcher. This is one of the best Mutate targets that I've found. I also want to start flirting with Hushbringer as a Mutate target, but that's another day, another video. Dreadhorde Butcher deals damage, when he deals combat damage to another player or planeswalker, he gets a 1/1 counter on it, so that's a pretty cool base effect for a creature to have. And then when it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. That's another really cool effect for a base creature to have as an ability. So we can play our Dreadhorde Butcher turn 2, and then on turn 3, we have a multitude of Mutate options available, right? Whether it be a Greathorn, well, probably not a Gemrazer because of the mana requirements, but it could also be a Hemophage, for example. So Greathorn, Hemophage, both go on your Dreadhorde Butcher on turn 3, making it a 4/4 or a 4/5, which is quite formidable, and you're either having him block his creatures because he doesn't want it to tick up more, or you just get in, and that's probably going to seal the deal. We've also incorporated Rankle, Master of Pranks, because it has haste, so if we pull it with our Auspicious Starrix, it's able to attack, which is really, really cool. And it also has the sacrifice effect. So after we attack, we can sacrifice our Dreadhorde Butcher, and that's going to trigger his ability, which deals damage equal to his power to any target. We're going to pick the opponent, and that's going to be game. We have Gilded Goose as well. This creature has flying, which makes it a great Mutate target for things like our Gemrazer, our Greathorn, our Hemophage, right? Get it powerful, get it in the air. This deck really combines Mutate with flying creatures. We also have our Perfect Life Form, which can give a creature flying. Obviously, if we can put flying on our Dreadhorde Butcher and not have him blocked and keep counting up, that's even better. Bate can also give something flying, which is really cool. So if we can just have an Auspicious Starrix and then all of a sudden, wow, Auspicious Starrix now has flying, that's going to be GG. Auspicious Starrix is such a deadly Mutate target for the Dreadhorde Butcher, because it's going to become probably a 9/9 and 10/10, because the tokens from Dreadhorde Butcher, when he attacks, those are going to transfer to your Mutate target, which is really, really cool, because you'll see he's just a 1/1. So if he is a 4/4 with 3 tokens and you transfer that to your Starrix, that's going to be a 9/9. So that is very powerful. And then hopefully that pulls us a Rankle, in which case we can attack and deal massive damage to your opponent. So you can see kind of how the endgame combo is going to work when you're just surprising your opponent with all of your flying damage and going wide with Starrix, and hopefully pulling a Rankle with our Starrix that can sacrifice our buff Dreadhorde Butcher. I know that probably seems pretty complicated. There are extra synergies on top that are just like passive bonuses, like Essence Symbiote. Gaining life every time you mutate is going to help your survivability, and then putting a 1/1 counter on creatures that mutate is also going to help your Dreadhorde Butcher situation out, right? So that's really, really cool. We do have Umori for reverse ramp, Grazer for ramp, Gilded Goose for ramp, and then Paradise Druid for ramp, which is cool. Greathorn is also a really nice target to get out early, so you can ramp quicker than your opponent because you're going to be mutating every turn. So if you can basically play 2 lands every turn, you're going to win the game just off of that alone most times. That's the deck strategy, you guys. Again, I urge you, if you have any questions or concerns, to reach out, join the Discord link in the description below. We can discuss this deck and how to even make it better. If you have any suggestions, anything like that, you can leave them in the comments below too, I guess. But to get me on the Discord is just so much easier. With that all being said, you guys, I'm also live on Twitch every single morning, 6 a.m. PST daily. We're at 180 days in a row now consecutively, so that's amazing. I want to be the most consistent thing around, and I'd love to have your company. We basically just make videos like this with the live banter, right? So I'd love your company. I'd really appreciate if you stepped in, or stopped in, I should say. And yeah, daily uploads on YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you're notified of all of our future uploads, and be sure to give me that thumbs up. I'm so sick of saying all these things, you guys, but until you do it, I'm never gonna quit. So with that all being blabbered out, thanks for watching. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you putting up with me and my ads. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Enjoy today's gameplay footage, you guys. I know you're really gonna appreciate it. Do take care, have a great day. Peace! This is a weird hand. It doesn't really follow what we're doing at all. But, yeah. Just trying to ramp into our Omori. Hopefully we draw. Nice. That's absolutely disgusting. Our Dreadhorde Butcher counters it. All right. Something he's going to want to block. Oops. I didn't realize it was when he dies as well. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Why do we suck at life? I don't know. Jesus Christ. Cry. We will have to rankle his Hushbringer away. She's a fairy, so he gets to dig. But it shuts down agents. Nice, so we're both making mistakes here. And we can just clean up his agent. It works out, right? The sacrifice a creature no longer works, sadly. Such a bummer. Yeah. Let's just get our Whisperer out. Play it safe, right? Hushbringer actually ended up saving us. LOL. What a world. He's still digging. A Kenrith, that's nice. I kind of want to double block it. Ouch. One, two, three, 4 mana available. I guess we try to gain some life. I don't know. Draw a card here, maybe. Yeah, Hushbringer would also be a really good mutate situation, I feel like. That's a good call. Oh, that only cost us 2. Yeah. No attacks. We just need to play defensively. Main phasing has raised the alarm. Being aggressive. Oh, to give them haste. That makes sense. LOL. Let's see who he digs out here. Right? Oh, Judith. Nice. That's really good, actually. Uh... We gain some life here, which is pretty nice. Just play defensively and try to gain more life than he can. Or than he can deal in damage, at least. This Winota is pretty disgusting, though, right? But as long as his Hushbringer remains in play, we're safe from his other agents, and it's just like some weird stuff we have to deal with, right? Brutal. So he can destroy us by sacrificing 2 humans next turn. Right? That's pretty gross. Pretty gross. He's got like one of everything here. He does whiff. Right, we can take out the 2 big boys. Taking the damage, that's fine. He's gonna kill this target. Do we just say screw it? No, we do not. We go on to Batra. Let's kill his general. Right, gives us lots of life. I think we could have got him, right, with all of the Batra destruction. Really relying on a land drop, but I think we can get it. Let's get our Dreadhorde out right away. It is a Yorin. Could be annoying to fairy bounces our Dreadhorde and kind of shuts us up there. So that being said, we probably want to play on a Paradise Druid. But let's just get in there. Let's do our best. Worst case scenario, we have a tapped land next turn. Best case, we pull any other land and we play our Fatal Passage after. If we pull a non-mutate, we can Hemophage our Butcher. But again, I'm worried about Teferi. 2 to the top as well. We're being greedy. Ooh. See, when he bounces us, it's going to nullify that 5 damage that we would normally do, which is very sad. All we can do is pray that there's no Teferi here. There's not. Oh, yay. We have been blessed. It's a nice hit. If only we had some sacrifice effect, that would be cool. Beast Whisperer really takes the threat off of our Hemophage because it's a draw engine. I wanted to go Omori, but we've got plenty of land and another to play with lots of life to pay for it. So I think Beast Whisperer and the draw engine is much more important. He needs to bounce it. He needs to exile it. He cannot destroy it, right? Shatter the Sky would suck. And again, we're going right after it. Let's get our attack in first. I guess he can't play. Anyways, down to 2. That's going to be GG's. Let's play our Umori first. Lowers the cost of our Symbiote. The booty. And then we get a draw from that as well. So if he shatters, he loses. If he spends all his mana on exile, he loses. I think we've got him boxed in pretty good. Right? Taking 7 damage from this is just like too much. Dreadhorde Butcher makes a nasty mutate target. Even though this isn't a perfect hand, it does work out pretty good. We can play our Fable Passage first, pulling out a Mountain. Into Dreadhorde Butcher, into our Migratory Greathorn, on top of our Dreadhorde Butcher. Paying life for that. Interesting. What's he playing? A cat? An oven? Ooh, I get shivers up my spine just thinking about all of his options. They have to have a triggered ability or an activated thing to it, so it's going to be cycling, yeah. Paying life for cycle. Interesting. Let's take our Solo Dolo Mountaino. Paying life for our Overgrown Tomb. In with the Butcher. And let the smackdown begin. He really needs to remove it. More than he knows. I'm missing my water, which is really sad. I was going to make that protein shake this morning. Yeah, he wants that flare. He's not going to get it though, boy. He needs a blocker to intercept my Butcher, but we're going to make our Butcher even bigger than his blocker, which is fun. The Fox is cool. It's a pleasure to be able to destroy it. Maybe he has a shock right here. No, it's not an activated ability, though. Yikes. We should have taken our secondary swamp for Rankle, but we'll get there. He needs to block it, but he loses his best card, right? That's a bummer. Second best card. LOL, the flare's better. But it sucks to lose the Fox. It does not feel good. We need to get some life gain out if we're going to survive this, or rush him down faster than he can cycle up. He's only at 3. That's not that bad. Paying life for this, too. For a Fiend Artisan. Oh, no. We could go to... That's probably our best bet, right? We have our Rankle to sack. It would deal 4 damage. Plus we'd get 7. It would deal 11 damage. We're getting close to where we want to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to make sure we can play our Paradise Druid after. It was going to tap our land wrong, so we're doing that automatically. Right, just get the most out of it. Now we have sack targets for him. And we're still going to smash in. Having Fiend Artisan in the deck is actually really cool. I never thought of a Fiend Artisan cycle deck. I actually kind of like that. So our Greathorn's doing a good job at making him block and lose his creatures because he refuses to let it tick up more, which is a fair assessment on his behalf, right? That's pretty good. All right, it is what it is. So this is where it gets really groovy, right? Check this shenanigans out. We're going to mutate our Greathorn, which is really our Dreadhorde Butcher, right? Makes him a 6/6 with the counters, a 7/7. We get things on the field. Doesn't matter what we take. We're going to play Rankle next turn and sacrifice him. And I don't think he's got enough damage to hit us with it, right? So we get a pretty nice smackdown in. Yeah. He should double block, but... Oh, he can. He'll use 2 tokens to block both those. Perfect. Good on him, right? Could triple block my Umori. Wow, still takes the damage from Umori. That's exceptionally well for us. That's very good. I like that. So we're going to play our Rankle, and that is going to let us sacrifice our Starrix. So he needs some sort of miracle here. We're safe from Shatter the Sky, which is really cool because typically the Mutate decks are really susceptible to Shatter the Sky, but with Dreadhorde Butcher in play, that's something they no longer want to do, right? Because they're going to take massive damage if they do that. And in this case, he would die if he did that, right? That's awesome. Oh my lord. So he beat us to it, which just, it cracks me up. This is going to be a weird situation, I guess. Let's go in the air, I suppose. We need... this mana spent instead. Right, making sure we do that correctly. Putting our Umori up in the sky. It can go underneath. And then we can play our Rankle with haste. And then we even have spare mana. I guess we may as well adapt our Rankle before we smash in. And that's game. I don't dislike this hand. We'll just play it and rely off our top decks, I guess. Aboreal Grazer into a Shockland is always one of my favorite plays. Let's keep ramping. Hopefully we pull another land next turn. If not, it's okay. Or else Challenger. Whatever. Let's get Umori out there. He's a nice blocker. It's going to be Boros tokens, you guys. Watch out. We do have 4, 5, 6 land available. Sorry, 5 land available. No blocks, not into it. You do you, bro. Right? So. Let's put it on our Grazer. Just so we get the nice attack here. Uh-oh. Oh, that's really good response. I like that. If he's able to blast this too, he's coming at us. That's actually really good for 2 damage. What's Resurgence? Creatures you control gain first strike and vigilance until end of turn. After this main phase, there's an additional combat followed by an additional main phase. Whoa! I'm kind of into that card. Why have I not seen that before? Interesting. Groovy, baby. And then he exiles us. Oh no, you guys. We went too big. We were far too greedy. I was gonna say, does he have another Resurgence? That would be crazy. We're at 21. He's down to 7. I could be more worried. Well, that's not good. He taps himself again, though. Which might not be great. Alright, let's get rid of that. Take our dude back. This makes the most sense. And then we still get a nice hit. Gemrazer. Mwah. It's so clutch, right? We're ripping him up today. Alright, I really like this. We've got the turn 1 Goose. It could be worse, and it could be better. But this is just like a nice neutral play. I'm hoping to draw another land so our Fable Passage can come in as our 4th land. But, yeah, if not, we'll work around it. Ooh. Oh. So we have no 2-play regardless, so it's a perfect time to get a Fable Passage in. And then that's going to solve our problem for the first, right? Okay, so this is Bance Mutate. Let's go right at it. Umori reduces all of our creatures' costs, so it's really good to play as soon as you can. He goes on with his Greathorn, which is fine. I really like mutating too, right? Stacking that mutate up. But if we can get Umori out and make our mutates cheaper, there's going to come a point where we can cast 2 mutate cards where our opponent should only be casting 1 because we're making all of ours cheaper. Oh my god, that's so greedy. Let's get our hit in. Down to 16, which is nice. Because we're going to go in the air, right? That's our main get, is to put people in the air with flying. So things are cheaper, and we have a draw engine. He has no Umori as his companion, so he does have access to instances and sorceries, right? He's continuing to ramp. We need to pull out our swamps for our Batra. Oh, interesting. Huntmaster Liger. So every time a card or it mutates, it'll get +X/+X. His other creatures, that is. This is a similar deck to what I was playing yesterday, actually. If you can believe that. I want to use this right now, but maybe it's not a good play. Yeah, I guess we can just take the draws, right? That's always nice. Who doesn't like to draw cards? I know I do. We have nothing else to play for 1, so we just toss that in there tapped. And we are over again for a nice strike. And he takes it incredible down to 9. Maybe he's got some sick life gain in the pocket. We have similar hand sizes. I'm way ahead in field presence. Our land is similar. And I have not been touched, and we're halfway through his life. So looking pretty good. This will be our 5th win in a row in Platinum Ranked, just so everybody's aware. So if you're in Platinum, this deck will definitely get you to Diamond. So he gets the Cubs with life gain, which is cool, and then they all buff up, which is also really cool. Definitely, this is the deck I did yesterday. If you're interested in it, go ahead and check that video out there. Too little too late, though, is my my diagnosis. I will kill that creature, even though I can't. Right? Oh, man. Let's put an attack point on our Goose somehow. All right, good play, good play, good play. Rankle is good. 12 life. I think all we have is a Migratory Greathorn here, right? Woof. Woof. So we really just want to get in the air with everything. That lets us hit for 10, which is not nearly enough. We should have played our Symbiote first for life gain. Is what it is. That's nicer. striking in for a fair amount here. He's got a block with his tokens, which means he loses them, which means they can't attack with the life gain. Haha. If he blocks one with the Dreadhorde Butcher, I'm going to kill the other with the Dreadhorde Butcher. Please don't do that, my friend. I really like the addition of Haste into the Mutate deck. It starts to really set it apart. In like when we add Flying as well. We toss the Druid because we can mutate something onto the Goose, like a Gemrazer, to give it sick flying attack, right? We should have sacked our Butcher. We sacked the wrong creature. Right? If we sacked our Butcher, we could have had lethal there. But it's still his go. And I'm pretty sure we still got a lockdown. Giving it flying isn't bad. I'll admit that. That's a cool play. I don't think it's enough, but it's something. If only these Cubs had haste, then he'd be getting us. Sea Dasher Octopus into his hand. Then he's going to flash it on, which is actually really good. Right? And then it's going to trigger it all again. He gets to draw a card, but then he's out of mana. He doesn't do it. He saves it. Maybe for flash blockers, I'm assuming, right? Because he can play it on my turn, and then that's going to summon creatures with his Aluna. So that's pretty cool. Put it over top of our Goose. I guess we probably should have played this. And then we'll put Trample on our Butcher, I guess. Puts it to 6/6. It feels bad, but it is what it is. Right? Let's get our booty tapped up as well. We're coming over for dinner. Let's see what he can do about it. It's just too much. And then we're going to be sure to sacrifice our Dreadhorde with our Rankle for the kill. He does go for the flash block. And they get life gain on the defensive. Oh, that's really good. That's really good, you guys. Look at this life gain he just picked up. A lot of our damage comes in the form of flying, so we shouldn't have attacked with our grounders. Shit. Oh no. This is good for him. He gains 14 life. Wow. I didn't incorporate the grounders blocking like that. I shouldn't have attacked the way I did. Ouch, what a mistake, eh? We could have won there. We're okay. All of our threats are pretty evenly spread out. Could be worse. It could be worse. Interesting. He's doing the same thing now. Very good play. We deserve to lose, in all honesty. All of our guys are attackers. He may as well play it. Who does he take? Who does he take? The Goose? With Gemrazer? He takes Umori and our Pheonix. That's probably best play. And we get hit for a massive amount of damage, you guys. That's not good. I can't believe we missed lethal. This is still a game somehow. Each of them don't really have lots of mutates on. Yikes. It's not good, man. Deputy of the D. Lands is not good. Yeah, dang it. I can't believe we missed lethal there. Oh, the haters are going to love that. Make sure to leave your comments there. I think Gary. Gary Daniels is always pointing out my mistakes, you guys. He's going to have a field day with this. Like, he's like the Grinch, I'm sure. His heart is, I can imagine it growing when I make a misplay. He's got a cute dog, though, so we'll give him that, right? And if he's pointing out my misplays, he means he's watching my content, which is acceptable. Does he get to play Banishing Light as an permy? Ooh, that's hot! That's very nice. We'll show ourselves out. Hey, Gary? Hand's not great, I'm gonna be honest. But beggars can't be choosers. So we're gonna take it. We've got a Paradise Druid. That's really a nice thing for us to have. Hopefully we draw another land, and that's gonna be better. This guy loves Final Fantasy 15 or 14. Ooh, Marauding Raptor's really quite aggressive. Never another creature enters the battlefield under your control, so we're good to progress. That'd be cool if it did it to all creatures. Oh my lord. No more token decks ever. This card got banned for a while, actually, if you can believe it. Should Marauding Raptor be in this deck? I can tell this guy's going to beat us already. This is disgusting. Wow. That's a really cool combo. Marauding Raptor, Stormwind Caprador. That just makes me sad. We have to get out of range of his Deafening Clarion, I guess, at least. That's pretty cool. I like that. So we mutate with our Caprador and Raptor? Interesting. What would we do? A Jeskai mutate? Very interesting. This is some stuff happening. A very unique brew of cards I'm seeing. I'm not even sure in which way we should approach this. He's massive damage. I guess, I don't know, like, we need some life. Two's not a lot, and the land's not a lot either, but I guess we have Death Touch defense. He does get to strike clean and clear with his flyer every turn. Woohoo! At least that doesn't work out for him. He's still got us beat. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6. That would tap us, and he could just strike for lethal. Down to 8, we're at 15. We have 3 mutates plus hexproof. So next turn we can deal 8 damage with our Starrix, is that correct? I certainly hope. I'm sure he's got some shenanigans to show us up here. That is such a just lovely top deck, you guys. It's going to trigger 3 times. All right, this isn't good. It could be worse. But again, it's not good. Mulligan! Well, this is way worse. We definitely should have kept that other hand. I'm getting greedy, you guys. The deck's been treating us so well that I was like, well, it's Yorin. I would really like a Butcher, right? But, yeah, let's try to make do. We do have our Symbiote, which is nice for the life gain. Nothing really else, just pushing into our Umori, I guess. And then I guess our Batcher can destroy his Planeswalkers whenever we get to it. Should have played our Goose ramped into Umori. I'm being a big old dummy. I should get kicked off the team for that play. If he Lucas us, I'm gonna be very sad. Or yeah, I'll be very sad. That opens up the double swamp requirements for our Narset and Batra. Shatter the Sky and Cry, I guess. He'd do it. Yeah, I know he'd do it. Fires, and that's it. Wow, interesting. Let's go even deeper down the rabbit hole. He has defenders. Again, Shatter this guy sucks until we can get our Butcher out and start mutating our Butcher. Omen of the Sea is okay, I guess. Trying to keep him away from his 5th land, 6th land. He already has 5. Uh-oh. The bummer about this is he can play Yorin, bounce Fires, and then replay his 5 mana because Fires is no longer in play. He doesn't seem to think that's applicable that turn, though. Maybe he doesn't know about it. All right. Let's do the Boogaloo. I mean, he's got blockers for it all, but it's good to get started. I think he has a Shatter, so I'm not really worried about putting it on our Paradise Druid. I would rather put it on our Butcher, because then if he does Shatter, he's going to take the damage from it. He's making a lot of tokens. Right, this is definitely Luca. There it is, yeah. Ouch. That does not feel good. I mean, it helps a bit. And now he bounces his fires. Then he can replay everything. Normally you bounce your fires and you can play things with flash. Or instant speeds shenanigans, right? Just before that stack triggers. Because you can have your fires go with them. It's cool. It's a cool little trick. We did get wrecked, though. Jeskai Control is one of the strongest decks around, so it's no hard feelings. Shark Typhoon ends our whole career. Yikes. More Omens of the Sun. 3/3 Shark plus 2 1/1s. Actually, that's pretty cool. That works out alright. Good conversion. No blocks. Yeah, if we can pull a swamp, that would be nice. Untap swamp. Negative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't work either. This is definitely a good game. I mean, we could concede, but let's see what he's got for his last turn. Right? I hate to be that guy that's just always running. But that Shatter was worth running from. A secondary Shark Typhoon. One of the most powerful cards in the game. Ouch. Cry. We're so dead. That's about it. Yikes. Closing thoughts? This deck is disgusting. It's a little sticky on land, but if you get it rolling, this might be my favorite Mutate deck so far. We're going to take a look at some other Mutate decks. I think Mutate's better than Cycling. In all honesty, there's only really one viable Cycling deck, whereas Mutate, you can play all of your archetypes as long as they have green on Auspicious Starrix in them, right? All right, you guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought of this deck in the comments below, and then join the Discord if you have any in-depth questions or concerns that need actual discussing, because the comments get away from me in all honesty, but I'm always replying to my Discord DMs. So hit me up there. We do have almost 1,000 people in our Discord as well, so it's not just me answering questions, which is great. Because as you see, I make a lot of misplays, but as the community together, we're always correcting each other and making sure things go smoothly. So that's the benefit of having that community at your disposal, not to mention all of the competitions and giveaways you can get into, free to enter cash prize tournaments and just all sorts of things. They don't even have to be skill-based, right? We have things for sharing memes and just like so many things. Just read it and then let me know what you think of that. Ugh. Again, you guys, I say this stuff every day. It gets a little old. I know you all know the drill. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. Live on Twitch every single morning, 6 a.m. PST. Daily uploads on YouTube, the world's best Discord. You've heard it all, and you're going to hear it all again. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate all of your guys' time and attention. Thank you, thank you, thank you, all of our supporters as well on Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube. You guys make this all possible. Let's get a fucking round of applause for all of you guys from the community, because without you, I wouldn't be doing this. And I know there are thousands of people who enjoy these videos and only a handful who support. So I appreciate you. The community appreciates you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do take care. Have a great day. And we'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Peace.